Hey you guys, I just got done at the video conference with my 100-pound meltdown. That's Melissa here on YouTube. I'll find a link and put it into the comments. And I got a little bit inspired to take the camera into the kitchen. I don't usually use this camera. I'm not 100% sure about how to use it. You have to excuse any mess you see behind me because this is end of the week mess. You know, during the week things are allowed to get messy because we clean them up on the weekends. When you have 2 kids and you're working out and you're there's a cat climbing up my leg and you're you know, doing, and you're loving kitties. Say hello. This is my first Siamese, Lear. And you're doing all kinds of other stuff. You really don't have time to run around and clean. I make sure they have clean clothes. I make sure they get baths, and I make sure everybody gets fed, and I make sure I work out. So other than that, I don't really have that much time. So it gets messy. All of that, way off track, just to say excuse the mess. And you might see mess in my kitchen. My kitchen is a little messy, but that's okay. It'll get clean this weekend. I am going to make spaghetti squash. If you know about spaghetti squash, then you already know how amazing it is. But I was not a squash person. I did not like that kind of stuff. You know, they say your taste buds change every 7 years, so you should always try and retry things that you didn't like before, and I love spaghetti squash. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. I am preheating my oven to 425 degrees. I have cooked spaghetti squash quite a lot, and I'm going to tell you the way that I find that is the fastest and also the best. This is what a spaghetti squash looks like. Kind of like a melon. You cut it open and it's very tough to cut, so you're going to really have to work at it. I use my big knife. I use my big knife. It's over there. I'll show it to you. So anyway, you're going to cut it in half, and this is what it's going to look like. Ooh, like pumpkin type seeds. These seeds can actually be roasted. If you like, you know, toasted pumpkin seeds, you can actually do these if you were interested. I'm not, so whatever. And 2 cups of water. I line my pan with foil, and you pour the water in. And then you're going to take your spaghetti squash and put it. Now, if you want to cook this dry, you can, because you can cook it straight up and put your seasonings and stuff on it. It's got kind of a sweet taste naturally, so you can put like butter on it and just eat it straight, or you can salt it up, or you can. I put red sauce on mine, so I put them face down in the water. I don't try to take the stickers off. That used to bug the world out of me, but it doesn't anymore because I've gotten over the fact that I can't get the stickers off, and it actually agitates me more to have them be half peeled. Oh, okay. We took that foam break to get the foil ready. And to grab this to show you, this is the knife that I use because you have to I have to get it in there and then really cut. It's crazy. It's so strong. That's a dirty knife. Okay, I'm gonna clean that up. But anyway, so just cut it in half, flip them over. Now I'm gonna cover them. It doesn't have to be perfectly sealed. I just kind of pinch both ends to get it a little good and sealed, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven for 60 minutes. Okay, so I just pulled the spaghetti squash out of the oven. It's been an hour, and I'm going to show you something. You have to be very careful because it's very hot. It's full of steam. But you'll see right there that it is boiling. So you need to be really careful when you take this out because it is full of boiling hot water. And I'm also going to show you something like this. Watch. It should be, see how it can dent? Really soft and easy to dent. So we're going to let that cool for a minute, and then I will show you what it looks like as I take it apart. Okay, they've been cooling off for a little bit now, and I'm going to attempt with my left hand, because I usually do things with my right hand, but I'm recording with my right hand to get this done. Okay, very soft. You got to be very careful because they'll break on you. Okay, there we go. So now you have this inside bit that we're not going to eat, and I'm going to separate. It's really easy to separate. I'm going to separate it, and then I'm going to scoop it out as best I can. And I'm using my tin foil so I don't have to dirty up yet another plate. Okay. And you see here that it's already starting to kind of, you use your fork and very gently, because it's cooked all the way, so you don't need to be crazy. You separate the layers, and you just want to like fluff up and take apart those layers and break them up. Ooh, found a seed right there. Let's get that out. Ooh, found a couple. Left some guts in. Okay. So you just break it up and fluff it up. I usually go sideways. I haven't really figured out the absolute best way, but that's kind of it. And see, it just peels apart. So you're going to go through the whole thing doing that. And like I said, you can put butter and salt. I use sauce. On ours, I'm going to be putting this. It is shrimp and red sauce. And like I said, I use that ragu red sauce. And I spice it up with some onions. This has shrimp in it. It's a very low point, and it's really yummy. I'll show you the finished dish in a minute. So this is the empty shell and the guts, and this is the finished product. It's not quite like pasta, but it is very similar, and in our house it has become like the go-to side dish. It's really good. It goes well with most things, and I suggest you try it. Even if you've tried it and you don't like it, like I said, taste buds change, and it's really good. Enjoy.